Guardian ad litem, clinical psychologist, court coordinator. Who are these people? What's their role? What should I know about them? That's what we're going to talk about right now. Hey everyone, welcome to Illinois Divorce TV, where we break down everything related to divorce and custody in Illinois. I'm attorney Robert Buchanan. Now let's dive in. All right, so today's video is a quick breakdown of the different people you might interact with in your divorce case. I'm going to run through the major players here. Keep in mind, if your case is not contested, or even if it is, all of these people might not be involved. But I think it's helpful to get a full understanding of the lay of the land so you know where to set your expectations if your case does get heated. First things first, there's your lawyer and your spouse's lawyer. I think we're all pretty familiar with the role these two have. Your lawyer is your advocate, counselor, and representative. Their job is going to be to fight and bargain for the best deal possible while also giving you advice on where to concede and compromise. Our next character is the judge. We all have a pretty good understanding of what a judge does from what we've seen on TV. It's important to understand that TV court, whether it's Law and Order or Judge Judy, moves at a pace about 100 times faster than real-life judges. People often complain that their case is limping along. Why won't the judge just make a decision already? It doesn't make for great TV, but there are very specific rules on when a judge can make a decision about your case. 9 times out of 10, when your case is up in court, the judge is legally not allowed to make a decision on what's called the merits of the case. The merits refer to the substance of the case, who gets the kids on what nights, who gets the house, etc. The judge can only make decisions on this stuff at hearing or trial. Hearing or trial requires a great deal of preparation by your lawyer and is unpredictable a lot of the time. So in practice, much of a case moving forward comes by agreement. It's in the best interest of both parties to agree on many things. Next up, we have the court personnel. That's the sheriff, the clerk, and the coordinator. It's the sheriff's job to keep order in the court. It's the clerk's job to keep the documents in order and manage the day's court call. Court call refers to the cases set to be heard that day. It's the coordinator's job to manage the judge's calendar and make sure that they are not overbooked. These are the 3 characters that really make the court run. So we've already talked about the lawyers, but there's actually one other lawyer that we didn't talk about. That's the child's representative or guardian ad litem. Technically, these 2 people have slightly different roles, but in practicality, they both serve the same purpose. They are appointed by the court to protect the best interest of the child. Usually, unless the parties qualify, it is a private attorney, meaning that you'll have to pay the fees of this lawyer. The child's rep, or GAL as they are often called, will interview the parties, investigate the facts, and make recommendations to the judge. Their opinion carries a lot of weight with the judge. Lastly, we have the clinical psychologist. The clinical psychologist is another professional that serves at the appointment of the court. Most commonly, they are the court's expert, meaning that they are assumed to be neutral and the parties are splitting the cost of their time and expertise. A clinical psychologist will only be appointed in cases where the parties are truly at loggerheads, unable to agree on the big custody questions. Who's going to be the primary parent? Who's going to make decisions for the child? Etc. The psychologist will typically interview the parties, the child or children, and anybody else they feel plays a key role in the upbringing of the child. They will then write a report making an expert recommendation on how the judge should rule in your case. If you don't agree with their opinion, you'll usually have the option of hiring your own expert psychologist. So these are your major players. There are certainly other professionals that may play a role in your case, but in 9 out of 10 cases, that'll be it. Let me know in the comments what you want to hear about next week. Check out the description below and my other videos for more info. And don't forget to subscribe. You got this.